My name is T. Welcome to So Help Me God. Welcome to So Help Me God. My name is T, and this is an energy reading for Aquarius. If you find this reading helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. And I also welcome comments. And without further ado, let's see what we have for you. God, please show me what I need to see on behalf of Aquarius. And please give them the discernment to know if and how these messages apply to them. Thank you. Okay, Aquarius, let's find out who are the top 2 or 3 people who are thinking about you right now for one reason or another. Who are the top 2 or 3 people that's got Aquarius on their mind? Let's see. Temperance. Okay, could be a Sagittarius. Wheel of Fortune. Someone, when they think about you, I think you boost their spirits, give them some optimism about something. With Temperance, it's like expansiveness, it's hopefulness. And the Wheel of Fortune is just thinking very positive. It could be thinking very positive about something to come. So I don't know if this is someone who you inspire them. I don't know if you give them good ideas. If you encourage them to keep going when it comes to something. They might think of you as like I don't know, like a mentor, someone who has good intentions toward them, pure intentions toward them. They might also feel like it requires a lot of patience, I don't know, to get your attention. A lot of patience or a lot of luck. With the 8 of Cups underneath the bottom, it's like, I don't know, your energy for them might be kind of difficult to grasp. Maybe they think you don't have like a lot of time for nonsense, or you're not gonna like, something that you're not going to dwell on. This could be someone as well that you're not in contact with for whatever reason. One or the other of you disconnected from this connection. And maybe that's the reason why they might be hopeful and optimistic about getting back in your energy or back in contact with you. I think they think that it's going to, maybe they're surrendering, being hopeful and optimistic and surrendering to whatever happens because they know that to a certain extent it might be outside of their control. It's up to you. It's up to you whether or not you decide to entertain this person in your energy. With Knight of Swords underneath the bottom, they might be thinking that, okay, well, Aquarius is, the ball is in your court. That's the only way they're going to be back in your energy is if you choose to reach out to them. Okay, so that's the first person. Let's see. Who is thinking about Aquarius right now? For one reason or another, who's thinking about Aquarius? some of you guys might also have Sagittarius in your chart. It's something about your energy that it's like you refuse to stay stagnant or entertain something that's wasting your time for too long. Seems like that first energy is aware of that. So let's see. Who is thinking about Aquarius right now? Ooh. Okay, so King of Drops came out, but it came out in reverse. Oh gosh. This is someone who is angry, very emotional. Says, for the wrath of people works not the righteousness of God. I don't know if this is someone who is angry with you. They feel like you've done them wrong. Or maybe they feel like you're angry with them. Oh my goodness. Queen of Flames is here in reverse as well. So this could be a Cancer or a Leo. Or someone on the cusp of Cancer and Leo. Maybe they have both in their charts. Confidant, loyal, genuine is underneath the bottom at this point. This is someone who might feel like there was a strong connection with you guys, that you shared a lot. There was a close bond. You talked a lot. They shared a lot with you in terms of their thoughts or secrets. And somehow, something happened with this connection, and they feel like, I don't know, like they have sour grapes. This could also be someone who is, I don't know, like emotionally manipulative, or someone who uses their energy, their passion in a way that does not have integrity. So Aquarius are fixed signs, so it could have been someone that you had some loyalty to. Maybe this is overlapping with the first energy. I don't know, that you had to disengage or walk away from this person. But they could also be someone who still feels like a loyalty or a closeness with you. And with this Mercury retrograde pre-shadow period, they could be in review of that. In reverse, it could be someone who's looking at things in the past, distant past or recent past. They're looking at something in hindsight, maybe even reviewing themselves in terms of their connection with you. Could be someone who's missing you. Could possibly be Pisces or Aries energy as well, but I'm really getting like Cancer, Leo energy. And it's a possibility that someone that came across genuine is not necessarily genuine, or they're not what they at once seem to be. If they feel this way about you for whatever reason, if there's, I'm not saying there's something that you did that was disingenuous, but if this is the way they perceive you, one or both of you guys is trying not to, you might be holding yourself back from revenge or doing something that's ugly, that's like spiteful, immature, because there was the for the wrath of man works not the righteousness of God card. So somebody might be trying to let the universe or let God handle things, or let this person hang themselves, so to speak, or let them see the error of their own ways. I don't know if this person is picking this up. They're thinking about you, so I don't know if they're picking this up about you, if you've gone cold on them, or if this is what they're wishing for you. I don't know what this is, but it's not, it's angry energy. That's what I'm getting, angry. And what's funny is that they could even be missing you, or mourning the bond that you guys once had, or maybe the seeming, the illusory, like the illusion of that bond. They could be missing that, or wishing it was like that, but still angry at you at the same time. Okay, let's see if we can get another energy. Who is thinking about Aquarius right now? Yeah, that last energy was almost like falling out of love energy. And with the previous card pull, with the 8 of Cups underneath the bottom, that is, I do associate that with Piscean energy. Someone, or maybe you both, came across as disloyal to each other. Okay, let's see what we have. Ooh, okay. So honeymoon is here. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Okay, and then it says, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Underneath the bottom, there are religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay, so if there was someone else, if there were, I don't know, let's say at one point in time you had a choice between different energies. There's one person in particular that you went toward, or that you chose. This person has you on their mind as well. Enjoying the connection. It's just kind of like 6 of Swords energy. It's like you give them peace of mind. You might have actually met this person on a vacation, maybe planning a vacation with them. Could be someone that you really did just marry, or you're in a connection and it still feels fresh, like the honeymoon phase. For some of you guys, you met this particular person through a friend, and that friend might be feeling left out in the cold. They might be thinking, okay, well, I got you guys together, and now all of a sudden I feel like the third person out. In some cases, maybe they wanted you for themselves, and you could have been 2 friends that were in competition. You met the person that you chose, maybe you met that person through another friend, and then the other friend that you knew longer and did not choose in this particular romantic sense, they might be upset. They might feel betrayed, or as if you were disloyal by choosing this other person. In some cases, it may not necessarily have been that you chose this person, it's just chose them over the other one. It's just the other one is more of a friend, and this person is someone that you have a romantic interest in, chemistry. And you might also feel like you can be friends with them. This person, you may feel like you have more in common with them. In some cases, your religion or your core belief system is aligned with this person, I think. And that might be part of the reason why you click. There's a connection. In some cases, there are religious differences. Maybe with another person that has sour grapes about your connection with this other person. And another thing I'm getting is Aquarius, you might have met this person maybe on a religious retreat, a church retreat, or might have met them at church. Yeah, a lot of times when I see this card, sometimes it indicates troublesome differences. In this particular case, I think it's a point of bonding, something that you might click with somebody on. Aquarius is like pretty, I would say, like broad-minded, open-minded. At the same time, they're a fixed sign. So once they believe in something, they're pretty like staunch and adamant, and they're able to defend and debate about their beliefs. So I think there might be a sign that enjoys like a little bit of polemic and debate. Okay, so this is interesting. I think there's somebody that you really click with on different levels in terms of your mentality. You feel like you could be a friend with the person, and there's also chemistry. And somehow I think that somebody else might have sour grapes about it. Not necessarily saying that you owe that person something, but they might feel that way. It might be someone that that all three of you guys know. It's like your relationship, there's a common thread between all three of you. Okay, let's see general messages for Aquarius, whatever comes out. Let's see what we have. Eight of Cups. Okay, so this is the second time we've seen Eight of Cups. Somebody definitely disengaged from someone. Look at this. Underneath the bottom is the Hierophant. It's because of a belief system, some sort of spiritual tussle. And there was an inability to agree to disagree with someone. It could be with the Queen of Cups at the bottom. Now, what's interesting is that we saw when this Eight of Cups came out in reverse, we saw a King of Cups. I'm sorry, this Eight of Cups came out in the underlying energy. It was when we saw a King of Cups in reverse. For some of you guys, you might have been on the precipice of marrying somebody, like making the ultimate commitment. And somehow it fell apart at the last minute. There was a connection, like an emotional connection, because the King and Queen of Cups, I mean, that's like energy. But someone turned out to be emotionally manipulative, emotionally abusive, maybe emotionally immature, emotionally unbalanced. The King of Cups in the upright is very balanced, very tenderhearted, but very balanced in their emotions. And in reverse, could be somebody who's acting like a brat or a child or something. Queen of Cups. Now, it could be that maybe you guys were I don't know. Queen of Cups, I often associate this with Scorpio. I don't know if that's significant. If you walked away from a Scorpio or chose a Scorpio. And then it could also just be the energy, like the general energy. For some of you guys, the Queen of Cups represents Aquarius. Maybe choosing to love yourself and go into someone who was more emotionally compatible. There's a lot of cups actually for Aquarius energy. So some of you guys do have an emotional side and maybe an intuitive side. Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer, so far those energies have shown up. Somebody might have also learned a wise lesson about love. This could also be emotional maturity as opposed to emotional immaturity, like I was saying before. Or someone making you feel like you're responsible for their tantrums. And at some point you might have gotten tired of that and decided that, okay, no, I mean, I'm not responsible for your feelings, your tantrums. And you decided to let this person, give them some space, maybe to grow up a little bit. Interesting. Hierophant, I can't ignore the fact that that is often associated with marriage. And there is honeymoon there. So Yeah, it's like you guys might have walked away from someone and gone towards a connection that you feel is better suited. It doesn't necessarily literally have to be a marriage, a wedding, or a honeymoon yet, but that energy is there. Nine of Wands. And someone is feeling very stressed out about it, very taxed, very, yeah, this is not good energy. Like, it's like emotionally burdened. And you know what? This is also Sagittarius energy too. Some of you guys have a Sagittarius that feels jilted by you. In some cases, there might have even been as far as a wedding to be called off, or an engagement to be called off. Maybe with a Sagittarius. Okay, let's see. What is this? What else is this? The World. Okay, so I mean, it's endings and beginnings, right? As something ends, a new chapter begins elsewhere. And Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so these are aces are gifts from the divine. This is an abundant blessing, right? But it's also a seed that grows into something else. It could be a commitment. It could be a job opportunity, a business opportunity. It could be an engagement, right? Like a ring, like symbolizing an engagement ring. And look at this. King of Cups is peeking out underneath the bottom right here. But obviously in the upright. All my cards start off in the upright, and if they come out in reverse, I read them. But oh man, so either you guys ended one thing with a false King of Cups or an immature King of Cups and started something new with a better matched King of Cups. Or, you know, and again, it doesn't have to necessarily be a water sign, but that energy. Or that King of Cups is wanting another chance, really reminiscing about the ending, wanting a new beginning, starting a new cycle. I think it's definitely someone that has serious designs for you, even if they didn't have serious maturity, or they weren't ready in some way, or I think they might be realizing or learning that you're able to detach if something is not right. Okay, wow, there's an Emperor here. So maybe your new chapter is with an Emperor. Someone who is definitely more mature. Okay, so and then I see King of Wands underneath the bottom. Let's see what else. King of Cups wanted to come out. So this Emperor energy might be someone who is trying to grow themselves and mature in different ways. The Emperor is, you know, supposed to embody all of the kings, right? But it doesn't mean that they get to that level of mastery for all sides of their personality, for being a rounded, mature emperor all at one time, right? So maybe this person, they had the sword energy down, the cerebral energy down, okay? Educated, smart, a deep thinker. Maybe they had the pentacle energy down, where they, you know, their business is lucrative, they do well for themselves, they're independent. And maybe the wand energy, where they're fiery and passionate, but it's something about their emotions. Maybe this is the part that came last, or that they're working on last. Maybe they learned a lesson from you walking away, about emotional responsibility, maybe controlling their temper, for the wrath of people works not the righteousness of God. This person might have done some maturing. The Emperor's here, and the fact that two or more kings have shown up. It could be a connection with this Emperor, like this person's journey. They might reach out to you suddenly. I just saw the Page of Wands, which is like surprise communication. Ooh, maybe a surprise. Oh, maybe like a surprise proposal. Maybe you run into someone by surprise at a wedding. Four of Wands. Okay, so this could be, and I was getting this energy for another sign that I did last week, like matchmaker energy at a wedding. I think it might have been Virgo, possibly Sagittarius, but some of you may be surprised to know that this person still feels like you're a match for them, like you're home for them and you're marriage material, and they have not given up on that. Or if they didn't realize it before, maybe this is something that they're just now really deeply entertaining that notion. Four of Swords. Yeah, there's healing here. And Two of Pentacles. Okay, so Two of Pentacles is, it's a choice, right? A choice between two good things or a choice between two options, right? Somebody might be healing from a choice that they made. Maybe they feel like they chose the wrong person, or they're healing from not being chosen. And Ace of Wands, they want to start over. They're inspired to have like a new beginning, which makes sense because the world is here. Someone feels like they have readied themselves. They have readied themselves to be on your level. And in a way, you might have helped them with this maturation process by not giving into tantrums, or by not entertaining, like just not sticking around for any BS. Some people get the message when it comes to that, and some people don't. It looks like this person might have, they might be a quick study. They might be a fast learner, and their motivation is you, their attraction for you. They feel like you are a loyal person, genuine. You were a confidant. Maybe the person they trusted the most. And it seems like they're dwelling on that energy, or they're missing it. With Ten of Swords, but it's when you choose, right? So I don't know, I'm getting like Aquarius. It's like they realize Aquarius is all or nothing. As long as you don't play any games with Aquarius, they're there, but they're not going to let you like mess with them and take advantage of them at the same time. So there was some sort of ending, and maybe because of self-sabotage energy on this person's part, maybe game playing, like, you know, mental games or something. And this person might have some guilt about that, or remorse, regret for doing that. And in a way, this is good energy. This is positive energy, because, you know, it's like they're conflicted. At some point, I think they were angry with you, and then they might be angry with themselves. And they might just be upset with the situation, like, how did you get away, or how did they let you get away? Especially if they feel like you're their person. And Six of Swords, yeah, you're definitely, I don't get the feeling that you guys are pining over the past. I think you guys are in a calm energy. I mean, this is like mental peace. And it's clarifying the Queen of Cups, which is looking the other way. It's like from this Eight of Cups. This person might have even walked away first, and you guys let them stay gone, because that Queen of Cups is looking the opposite way of the Eight of Cups. And I think you were able to make peace with the situation. It's like, que sera, sera. Okay, so Mercury retrograde at its finest. The video cut off and I pulled a few more cards, so I'll just show you what I got. The Moon card came out to clarify the Hierophant. And then we got the Queen of Cups came out again to clarify the World. Then we got Temperance that came out to clarify the Emperor. And the High Priestess to come out to clarify the King of Cups. So to me, it looks like you guys with the Moon card and the Hierophant used it's like a combination of intuition and like practical wisdom about past experiences to move on. It's like recognizing, like not trying to force something, right, that doesn't fit. And with the Queen of Cups here, it's like you might have moved on in compassionate energy. I don't necessarily think it was like, it didn't necessarily have to be a ghosting. It could have been something where you guys told this person, like, you know, we're upfront, maybe with like a little bit of empathy or compassion, and said, look, I don't think this is going to work. And ended it. That's a possibility. But with the Temperance card here and the Emperor, it's like this person, the Temperance card is showing up again, right? We saw this, and who was thinking about you. And it's like there's an Emperor that's patient and optimistic, somebody who, you know, they feel like they're ready for you. It could also be someone new, you know, maybe divine timing, you guys surrendering to not forcing anything to fit with someone who didn't feel like they were a match. Could be in divine timing leading you to someone who is better suited for you, or someone who, you know, in the Emperor energy can even help you to grow further. So with the High Priestess and the King of Cups, I'm not sure if this King of Cups is an extension, is like overlapping energy with this Emperor. And like, as mentioned before, being the last part of the Emperor that they're working on, right? Their emotional maturity. Or if this is someone else who's not even at an Emperor status, who is still gaining some sort of maturity in terms of their emotions. If they were emotionally immature before, it looks like there is some growth there, some maturation, because they are clarified by the High Priestess, and that's very intuitive energy. Maybe this person has started to listen to their intuition. If you're intuitive, the Moon is associated with Pisces in tarot and with Cancer in the zodiac. So with this Moon clarifying the Hierophant, I mean, that could be your intuition, you following your intuition. If you guys are intuitive, this other person from your past, it seems like they are, even if they were always intuitive, they're following their intuition right now. Seems like there's a lot of emotional, psychic, like watery, flowing energy that you share with someone else. With the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups here. The Temperance. I don't know if there's a father figure that is helping you to meet somebody. Someone's father figure is like matchmaking. If there's a Sagittarius that's matchmaking, or if it's just serendipity for you to meet an Emperor. And again, like with this King of Cups, this could be someone from your past who's also using their intuition and maturing as well. Okay, so let's see what we have. There's definitely waiting energy here, which is associated with Temperance, because Well, the Three of Wands I associate with Aries, but Temperance is major arcana for Sagittarius, but it's something patient and prudent about Temperance energy, surrendering to divine timing. And with the Three of Wands, this person is waiting for something underlying. I don't know if they're waiting for a chance to really solidify a relationship with you. Maybe a household, maybe the next step in commitment, if it's moving in, engagement, marriage, whatever that is. Okay. Ace of Wands, definitely wanting a new start. And wanting your attention. Okay. Someone wants a do-over with you and they want it to be successful. King of Cups came out again. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this person is definitely healing with the Four of Swords. And also, I mean, the Four of Swords is a rest, right? It's a break. So during this rest, this break, and the connection from you, they're working on their emotional maturity. That's what it looks like. They're listening to their intuition. They're honing their intuition. Maybe you guys intuitively, instinctively knew that if you disengaged from them, they would wise up. Some of you guys might have a Taurus moon. Or again, you might have Pisces, a Taurus in your birth charts. Yeah, so Ace of Swords is underlying at this point. And I saw this when I had that my phone cut off. The Ace of Swords, I saw it underlying a couple of times. So it's like an answer to a prayer or some sort of clarity from meditation, praying on something. Something it makes sense. It makes sense logically. It makes sense in terms of intuition, your gut instinct, and also in terms of past experience, your wisdom gained from past experience. You guys either knew someone from your past who was a good match but needed to mature. You either knew that this person would see the light and would grow the hell up eventually, or you knew that you would meet someone more on your wavelength. But either way, it was the disengagement, the walking away at some point that really allowed for that to happen. And there's some sort of new chapter, new cycle that you guys are starting. I mean, the King of Cups is here twice. The King of Cups is here twice. I don't think that this is two different King of Cups. I think this is this person's journey in the King of Cups energy. I mean, we see the King of Cups showing up in different ways. First, it was in the reverse, okay? And then it came out in the upright with this High Priestess. And now it's clarifying the Four of Swords. Maybe this person really did learn some sort of lesson that they were supposed to learn. Maybe they learned to temper their emotions, emotional balance. Maybe mastering this King of Cups energy is the last step that they have in order to gain this Emperor status. Again, I don't know if this is some sort of helping energy, matchmaking energy, or if it's overlapping with the King of Cups. But I know that there is a King of Cups. There's at least one King of Cups who is definitely maturing. And again, the catalyst for that was knowing that Aquarius, who I'm taking as the Queen of Cups, was done. You know, there was an Eight of Cups at some point. Again, maybe they were the ones that walked away. You guys could have walked away. They could have walked away. But with the Six of Swords, is clarifying the first Queen of Cups. You guys were okay with that. It's like you went with the flow. And with this World card, it was like you were okay with going on to new chapters. You let it be. Oh my goodness. As a matter of fact, the Queen of Cups is here twice and the King of Cups is here twice. Woo, there's a lot of love and unfinished business when it comes to someone in your energy. Emotion. Oh my goodness, the Emperor came out. The Emperor came out again. The Emperor's here twice. These cards are repeating. Okay, so your Emperor might have had their energy for the other three kings. They might have learned those lessons first, and they had to master the King of Cups energy. Last. In a way, it makes sense, right? Like, even if you think about zodiacal order, it's like the zodiac starts with Aries, so that's fire, and then it goes to Taurus, earth, and then it goes to Gemini, air, then it goes to Cancer, which is water. It's cup energy. There's an Emperor that was being refined, matured, readied for you. Balanced, and now it's like they have become a good choice for you, a good match maybe, or someone who can even help you to elevate, because I'm really getting the Queen of Cups energy associated with Aquarius in this case. And I haven't seen Empress energy. And I'm not saying that you guys don't have Empress energy, okay? Male or female, I'm not saying that. But I think that you led in kind. You led in like kind, like energy with the Queen of Cups. And you might have, your energy was helping this person to learn a lesson. About being emotionally balanced, about being forgiving, about being mature, but at the same time not overgiving, right? The Queen of Cups is loving, but she didn't overgive in this case. It's like a mother who doesn't succumb to a child's tantrums, or doesn't focus too much on the tantrums, doesn't give it too much attention, because she doesn't want to feed that behavior, if that makes sense. Not saying that this person is a child. This person has a lot going for them. So again, somebody has evolved, and they've evolved themselves to the point where they're ready to start over, and they feel like maybe even you guys feel like you can choose them now. It would be a wise or better choice to choose them now. In some cases, you guys might have, because there's the Two of Pentacles, maybe you guys have two choices, okay, between two Kings of Cups, two Emperors, two Emperor, King of Cup combinations. All of the cards are repeating. I mean, the people that are here, the court cards and major arcana, they came out twice. So, I mean, obviously, you know, that choice is yours. And I think you guys are going to use a combination of, because we saw the Ace of Swords, of prayer, meditation. You're going to use logic. You're going to seek, you know, your inner wisdom with that Hierophant, and also with the Moon card, your intuition. But it looks like things are coming into alignment, because with divine timing, there's Temperance here and there's the World here. Okay, thank you, Aquarius. That's what I have for you. Oh, and one more thing. Aries energy is very strong here. I can't ignore that with two emperors. Okay, thank you.